Hey everyone. Um I messed up and I set up the streaming I scheduled it wrong and I had to delete the old link and post a different one. So I'm just going to go into my accounts, my socials, and I'm just going to put the updated link so people know. And yeah, but I'm still learning. I'm new. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hold on. 1 second. I'm the worst. I just want to make sure I copied the right one. There we go. Yeah, but hope everyone is well today. Ooh, cat hair. This is a rough start. But it's all good. I'm gonna do my nails, and that's gonna be fun. Get rid of that light there for you guys. I'm just going to really quick finish this. I'm gonna edit my post, take this out, put in the new one. There we go. And I'll do the same for my Instagram. I'm pretty sure nobody follows me on Twitter because I barely ever use it, but all good. And then I'm gonna paint my nails, and I have to move. I still have all of these Nature Strong polishes on my desk from the other day, so I'm just gonna get them out of the way. And yeah. 1 second, I'm almost done. If I didn't lose the whole audience by this point. There we go. Okay, good enough. I'm satisfied with that. But next time I will know how to schedule a post in advance. So hopefully this doesn't happen again. So yeah. I'm gonna paint my nails today using Nova from Starrily, which I have not used yet. I think I've used Nova Beam though, which is the same polish, but it has a linear hollow in it as well. Linear hollow pigment. And yeah, I'm excited. I like magnetic polishes. And last time I applied top coat at the end, but I didn't use the magnet after the top coat, so the effect kind of dispersed a little. So I'm excited to do it properly this time and have the better magnetic effect on my nails. So that should be fun. I mean, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited it's Friday and I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm probably going to be going to Costco with my mom, though, so that's fun. There's this girl at work, and she had these fig bars, and I said I was hungry one day, and she was like, "Do you want a snack?" And I was like, "It's fine. It's all good. Like, I have snacks in my desk." And she was like, "I know, but sometimes you just don't want your own snacks." And I thought that made a lot of sense. And then she was like, "Here, have this fig bar." And I liked it so much that I said I had to go to Costco with my mom and get them because I don't have a Costco membership. So my mom and I can go together. And then she pays and I just pay her. And it's fine. Why have more than one Costco membership, I always say. So they were so good. I actually couldn't believe how good those fake bars were. Super good. All the swatch sticks from my other stream. I don't clean up a lot. I clean up when I have to, and in this case, I have to because I need room to do my manicure today, and you know, I'm not dirty. I'm just untidy sometimes. But like life gets in the way. So yeah. First things first. I'm going to remove my old manicure with some nail polish remover. It's this Zoya Remove Plus, which I've really been liking it lately, especially with the pump top, because I find mostly, like, I don't have an issue dumping polish onto the nail pad. Sometimes what? I don't have issues like dumping the polish remover onto the cotton ball, but I do find that this really conserves the product. Like, I switched my shampoo to a pump bottle and I use a lot less of it. So I like that. I like only using the amount that we need. And I do have some Sally Hansen nail polish remover that I can use to fill this up after, just because I still had it from before. But this is nice stuff though, and I have like a giant 1 liter bottle of it as well. So I will definitely use it, and honestly, I would probably buy it again too. And yes, I am a little messy. Life's too short to be obsessively tidy. I mean, I wish I was a little bit more OCD with stuff like that sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, who has time? Like, I don't. If I was cleaning, I wouldn't be able to watch so much Netflix. So, yes, dear. Yeah, well, sue me. I also said last time that I did my nails on here that my one nail has glue on it. And so I usually use these clippies because they work so well. I'll show you. I know it's kind of awkward with only the front facing camera. I'm still looking into like maybe having my phone or something down here, so my nails can be on camera as well. But anyway, I had glue, and so I didn't want to soak this nail because I want to preserve this glue patch for as long as possible. And the acetone in the remover is going to break down that glue. So I think at least like another week it should be pretty much grown out. It didn't break too far down the nail bed. But anyway, so that came off pretty easy. But so this one's been soaking for like a minute while I put the others on. So I'm just going to press, and I sort of like wriggle it from side to side, and it's gone. There's like a little spot left. And it wasn't a glitter polish, but it just had little multi-chrome flakies in it. So removal shouldn't be difficult with that. We have a guest. There he is. He had to come up and say hi. Once a stream, at least. So he's a little neglected because I wasn't home all day. And when I was eating dinner, I shoved him off my lap because he was being annoying. And he doesn't want to stand for it. What's back there? I just lost all of my 5 subscribers by doing my annoying cat voice. Hi, Ted. Dad says hi. He says hi. Yeah. So I guess we'll let him crawl around in my lap for a second here. Okay. Not the butt, though. Get your butt out of the camera. No one, well, if Amy was watching. I feel like a lot of the stream, I sit here and I just try and think about hopeful and optimistic that I will get more viewers and more commenters in the future. It said my internet connection was unstable. Did I cut out at all? I think it's normal now. I'm not having the error anymore unless it's really unstable, and then you wouldn't even be able to hear me right now. Maybe I'm gone forever. Little bit, but I thought it was me walking out to the car. Okay. No, I think it was me. Although maybe it was both of us. Maybe it was a little bit of both. So my friend that I was telling you about in the car that was going to subscribe, he was messaging me, and I said, my channel is just my name. It's called my name because I wanted to keep it generic so I can use the channel for gaming, some nail stuff, and maybe I'll want other stuff on here. I don't know. I just wanted to keep my options open so people are following the personality rather than the content. And then he goes, oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to see what personality you're going with here. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, it's just me. And he was like, oh, I get what you mean. Okay, well, that still sounds good, though. And then I was like, did you think I was gonna, wear a costume on camera? And he was like, I did legit think that, yes. Like a literal comparison. Not comparison, like a interpretation of what I said. Do you hear him? He's playing with that bird that you got him. I hear the bell. He likes it. It ended up in my room the other day, and I had to take it out because he woke me up at 4 a.m. when he was playing with it. So he likes it. I think he likes that it makes noise. He doesn't have any noise-making toys, really, other than that stupid bird thing that you got him for Christmas. Yeah. So this is fun. I got the polish off, and I'm going to throw these out because I'm not dirty. I'm untidy. And then I'm going to put some oil on my cuticles and nail beds so that I can file. I like to do that because I feel like, I don't know, you're just putting the moisture back in the nail, and then you can file and not worry that you're doing damage to your nail, pulling the layers apart and such. I do, sorry for the Christmas bird. It's okay. I mean, it's only awful when it's on. And the cat really didn't seem terribly interested in it. Like, he was like I think he liked it more to play with, but the noise really wasn't a factor for him. The Christmas bird. Is that what we're calling it now? The Christmas bird. That's funny. So yeah, I'm just rubbing that in. This is, by the way, I know that it's just Jeremy watching right now, but if somebody is watching after the fact, this is the jojoba oil with vitamin E gel in it that Christine of Simply Nail Logical recommended. I bought this bottle last year. It's terrible. I bought this bottle last year, maybe last May, last April-ish, and there is still this much left in it. So I use it. I'll fill empty cuticle oil bottles with it, and I do apply cuticle oil like several times a day. I have also purchased some Revlon brand cuticle oil and also some Sally Hansen cuticle oil that I use mostly at work. So I do have others, but the point is this was a $15 bottle, and I think the vitamin E was also about $15, which I still have some of that left as well. So you can add that to your next oil bottle purchase. And this has lasted me almost a year and a half, and it will continue to last me probably almost 2 years. So definitely a good investment if you are obsessed with your nails and nail care, as I am. Okay, so we've rubbed that in. I usually, if I was not streaming, I would let this sit for a few minutes, but I am on camera, and is it necessary to do that? I don't really know. Okay, so I also got recently this Cirque nail file. It's their crystal nail file, and I actually bought it. It was a set with their cleanup brush as well. So I bought the two of them together because I was making a Cirque order, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this brush because can you have too many cleanup brushes? I don't know. So I bought the brush. I bought the file because you save $5, I think, when you buy them together from their website. And that came in. I used it last time, the file and the brush. I enjoyed them both. It was a good experience. This is a really nice, gentle file, which is nice if you have brittle, peely nails. My nails like to peel sometimes. So, yeah, it's nice. Personally, I prefer kind of a squared off tip, squoval, if you will. Although I think it's a little more square than rounded. So yeah, I just make sure it's even on both sides. And then I have this cuticle pusher, this crystal cuticle pusher from um, Maniology, and it's kind of like sandpapery, like a nail file. And I get this little layer underneath my nails when I file them. And I'll just kind of run this underneath the nail, and it gets rid of that extra little, I guess, I don't even know what to call it. It's like leftover nail bit that's still attached. And when I'm painting, sometimes it pops out and then it's uneven, and not a fan. That was the point of that little ramble, but I find that this does a good job and it fits nice and easy underneath, just underneath the nail. The only thing I don't like about it is it's a little bit too gritty and it makes my spine crawl when I use it. But I just deal with it. So this is the broken nail. I don't know if you can like tell. Oh gosh, that's super, super white. That's better. It's broken in this corner and it's growing out, so it's a little bit better. But yeah, that glue patch, it's been hanging on for about 2 weeks, and I just put nail glue underneath. Well, not 2 weeks, maybe like 1 week it's been glued, but it has survived. This is its second manicure. So not looking too bad. It's grown past the nail bed now, so if the glue did decide to snap off, I would probably just leave it alone. So I usually file like this in front of me, and my nails look super yellow on camera. They don't look this bad in person, I don't think, but for some reason, they just show really yellow on the screen there. So, whatever. I think, I don't know. I don't know how, by the way, because I watch Kelly Marissa all the time. I don't know how her nail is so clean all the time. Like, I use the same base coats. I use her same method of removal. I don't know why my nails get stained, but hers don't seem to. So, I've seen those products that can help remove stain from your nails. And I don't know, I think, is it good for your nail? I feel like my nails are so finicky. Like, I have a nice length going right now. But this was a lot of work to get here, and I wouldn't want to ruin it by using those nail products. But just my opinion, I guess. I don't know. I would like to hear if anyone has used them. I know Jeremy hasn't. I think he's gone now. I have no viewers. No one loves me. That's okay. I don't know. The snail is funny. I think this side could be a bit high. That's all right. Going with the cuticle tool. I did mean to at least like take my nail polish off before I got on camera, but then the whole thing happened where I set up the stream wrong. And yeah, so I was running behind. I barely had a minute to get my makeup on. Which, by the way, I don't wear that much makeup. I'm wearing mascara, a little bit of powder just under my eye, and then just some blush, and that's it. And I meant to put on like lipstick. Here, let's do that now. Because when I smile on stream, my lips they I don't know, they look dry. And they make the skin like white. This is some Burt's Bees. This is my favorite chapstick because it's kind of thick and I find that it stays on the lips really well for a long time. And we're just going in just a little light wash of color. I'm pretty boring. I usually, like in my daily life, I don't wear a lot of makeup. I was wearing it a bit before COVID, but then the masks, like I like to wear mascara because I look a little bit more awake. But the mask was like steaming my mascara and it would end up like all under my eye. And I just stopped wearing it. But I'm at home and I'm not going anywhere right now. So I don't mind that it's on my face because I know it's not going to steam off and come off under my eye. I don't like that. So anyway, I'll keep filing so we can get to the nail polish pretty quick here. Few more nails. I don't like to file them too much, and I file them every time I paint because I just like that fresh edge. And now that they're growing out pretty well, I'm just kind of maintaining the length that I have. I usually will file the edges just to give that like square rectangular look. My nails like to widen after they get past the nail bed. I just like the look a little bit better if I shape the tip a little bit. And don't be gross. I did say tip. It's fine. We're adults. We're adults. The tip of my nail. Okay. Cool. I know this wasn't the intended use for this product, but that's what I use it for. The scratchiness, I don't know, it weirds me out to like use that to push my cuticle back. So, because like, is it going to like put micro tears in the top layer of my nail? I don't know. I don't want to risk it. So, typically, that's all I do with it. I have to say, I'm really liking this nail file. It's very gentle, but effective at the same time. If that makes sense. That's good enough for this one. Last time I painted my nails on stream, they were so rough looking because I had just cleaned my whole house and my nails, they were rough. They're much better this time. But I wasn't as hard on my hands this week. So that made it a little bit better. Ooh, 2 people were watching for a sec there. That's exciting. Someone visited. That's okay. They popped out. Maybe they will come back. There's 2 viewers again. So exciting. Is that not cool to get excited about the number of viewers when you're live? Because I'm always watching to see if I'm just talking to myself or not, which usually at least there's someone here. So that's nice. I like it when I have someone present and listening. Even if they're just lurking, it makes me feel like someone's listening. So this pinky, I'm trying to grow it out a bit. There was a break in it a couple weeks ago. Which, how do you break your pinky? Like, does anyone use their pinky in their life for anything? I don't even know how it happened. I was probably lifting a box or something at work and it just caught the wrong way. So, do some light filing. How often does everyone else file their nails? I would love to know. I find it a chore to file them, and I'm always obsessively checking that they're like even. But I do it every time because I'm always worried the time that I don't, I'm gonna break a nail. So always filing. This one, my thumb had 2 breaks in it. Both corners broke. It was so rough, and it looks like we're past it. It's grown out. Isn't that a nice feeling when your nail breaks and then you take off your polish 1 week and you're like, oh, it's good now. Like it's starting to look normal again. I like that. That is one of the best feelings. But I am obsessed with my nails. And I always want them to look nice. And I mean, 1 corner breaks, cool, like maybe very rarely. What do you mean very rarely? Very rarely what? Very rarely do you take your nail polish off and see that your nail is growing? And does that make you happy? Very rarely. Well, you aren't really, I would say you're a guy, but guys can wear nail polish, and that is totally cool and fine. But you just happen to not be a guy that is into nail polish, which is also fine. I like that. I like that you like that I like it, but yeah, it's cool. If you don't, I don't know, get excited by the growth of your nails, but you have your things that I think are dumb, but you're excited by. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. I file my nails very rarely. Oh, okay. So I went on that whole thing for nothing. Just so you know, because you're watching, I did, like, the messages are on a slight delay because it said that that would improve the video quality. You have filed your nails. You're typing cryptic, like I don't know what I was saying when you typed your message. So I don't think it's a huge delay, but I definitely think like there is a small delay. And I'm sort of empathetic for those streamers that I watch now, because sometimes I'll type like, oh, I do, or something, but maybe they're seeing it like 20 seconds later and they're like, you do what? I don't know what you're saying. But it was about something that they said like 5 minutes ago. That makes sense. I feel good about that now. You see, you're doing it again. You figured what? You figured I'm just going to keep filling in the blanks all night. And by the time you correct me, it'll just look stupid that I was talking for like 10 minutes. I'm glad you're here because if you weren't, then nobody would be here. I think this nail broke too, but it was a very minor break, so I didn't even bother gluing it or anything. I have worn nail polish, and you asked how often your viewers file your nails. I feel like we were talking about this like 10 minutes ago. You've worn nail polish. I guess Amy did paint your fingers like a couple weeks ago or whatever, like a month ago. Whenever you bought her that black nail polish and you let her paint your nails. Which does black count? Like that's I mean black, don't get me wrong, it has a lot of very good uses and I like a black nail once in a while, but it's not very bright and, fun and rainbowy. Is it a super fun color? It's kind of like putting nude on your nails. Like it's a nice color and it has its place and I have many nudes in my collection. But also doesn't really count as like having worn nail polish. Fan club president over here. What do you mean? You're fan club president? Should I make you a moderator? Hello, Auntie Iris. You're here watching. That's so nice. We're just hanging out. Jeremy's here. I think that's it. I have 2 viewers, and it's both of you. And don't I feel blessed to have people watching me that will take the time out of their evening to do that. How are you doing? How was your day? My day was fine. I worked, same as any other Friday. My vacation got approved though, so I'm gonna have a week off at the end of the month. You're great. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. We should all be great, at least every now and then. I like to feel good. Don't we all? I'm just finishing filing my nails and then I'm gonna get started painting them. I did want to do this before, but there was a thing with the link that I posted and I had to fix it and we're just a little behind. So all good. It's Friday. What do I have to rush for? I don't work tomorrow. I don't have to be in bed super early. So that's good. Did Darren sell his house yet? I'm trying to think what it would be like in 10 years after living in my house. I'm in no rush to sell it, but who knows? Because I'm sure when he moved in there, he wasn't thinking like, oh, I'll, be moving in with someone else in 10 years. So kind of neat to think about that, I think. Maybe I'm just rambling. Yes, it will be gone in 2 weeks. That's so exciting. I'm glad that he found someone to buy it. And I'm assuming they bought a place. I don't remember if they ended up getting the one that they were looking at a few weeks ago. But yeah, that's exciting stuff. And then they'll have their own place. That's so great. And then he'll be closer to work, which is always good. I wish I was closer to work sometimes because transit isn't super fun, especially during a pandemic. Just holding on for that LRT to open up near me, and then it'll be even better. I mean, yes, all moved in Sherwood Park. That's so exciting. Wow. I could have helped them move, if they needed it. People helped me. I can give back. I'll show you since I'm rambling. This is the polish that we're using today. That light is a little bright. When will it be open? I don't know. The city is just saying by the end of the year. So at most, like 3.5 more months. So, and Christmas, like end of December doesn't count because I won't really be working there. But here's the polish. It is a pretty color. And even more fun, it's magnetic. So the pigment will gather where you place the magnet, and it leaves kind of a funky line in your nail. And it's fun to play around with, even in the bottle. So that's exciting. So cool. I could look at it for hours. So fun. Anyway, a couple more nails left to file. Then I have to wash the oil off my hands, and then we can get started. I have to say, this is my wonkiest nail, and it's finally evening out the way I want, because it would have like a floppy side, like this side was like droopier than the other. I think just because it's my left hand, and your nails get wear in different spots, and you have calluses on your dominant hand, and they can be trained to grow nicer. It's true. It's real. It's a real thing. How's Baba doing? Have you heard from her? Grandma says that she doesn't really call her anymore, but she calls you, as I recall, and she'll always call you for everything. You missed Ted popped in a bit ago. This is my third time being live on YouTube, and he pops in once per stream. He might come back because he came in much earlier. Oh no, that's not good. But have you talked to her though? Like, is she like okay there? So interesting how the mind can just, I don't know, deteriorate, I guess. My mom, when Velvet was dying, she said to the cat that getting old sucks. So, but I mean, the cat didn't understand because she was a cat and she was very sick, and getting old did suck. And I think it does suck for a lot of people. And it's too bad that we can't kind of help those ailments along sometimes in our old age. It does, but that is life. It is life. Life cycle. And if everyone just lived forever, the earth would be a lot more overpopulated than it is right now. So, yeah. Oh well. It's kind of depressing to talk about, though. Okay, I'm just about done. This one, like my last color, I meant to also talk about that at the beginning. That I was wearing this guy last time. It's called Pegasus by Enchanted Polish. Ooh, I'm even catching some of those holographic flecks in there. And it stayed on so nicely. Like some polishes just don't get the wear as much as others. I did use 3 coats because it's in a clear base with all those flakies in there, which is fun. But I don't mind 3 coaters if they're in a clear base like that. I find they tend to dry pretty nicely and like not too long. But I don't know, this one, it stayed on so well. I had like one tiny little chip in my pinky, which maybe that was application error. And like even the wear around the tips, like I didn't have any spots that had worn off or anything, and I'd been wearing it since last Saturday. And I was very impressed. That was almost a full work week because we missed Monday. Um, yeah, it was very nice, very pleasant experience. I mean, I always have a pleasant experience with Enchanted Polish, but I liked that one. It was nice. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. Just gonna get this corner here, and then I'm just gonna wash the oil off because I put cuticle oil on before I filed. So they're a little bit shiny. These are my real nails. You will not see them any other time other than when I'm live because they're always painted as they should be. I find it kind of unnatural to have unpainted nails. So yeah, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Please don't leave me. 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so I like to put cuticle oil on when I'm filing, just to put some moisture back in. Do I change my color every week? I have a really weird, I'm very weird about my nails. I think people know that about me. I have a system where I change them every 6 days because I find by day 7 they are chipping and they're gross and like my nails might break. And so every 6 days. Sometimes they chip sooner if I'm having a week where I'm super busy. I think last weekend I painted them on Saturday, but I was supposed to paint them on Monday if I had stuck to my original plan. But I ended up doing a lot of cleaning and it wore a little bit more. And I was using some older polish that's not as good as some of the newer stuff. Yeah, so I painted them early. And yeah, I don't know. I just like to have them painted because I find it keeps them a bit stronger and they're less likely to break. So that's what I like. I think some people have like a certain day that they like to do their nails. For me, I don't know. I find that works. I'm kind of weird, but that's okay. I actually forgot to. I usually push my cuticles before I wash my hands. And I forgot. And sometimes I do use my tools with cuticle oil on my hands. So I'm not weird. I feel weird about my nails. I'm just going to clean this with some nail polish remover to help break up that oil. And then I'm just going to push my cuticles back a little. I also have on my left hand, I think both pointer fingers actually. They want to they're not even. Like, this side is a lot lower than this side. Not weird. Well, thank you guys. I feel a little odd. I remember when Jeremy and I moved in together, I was like, well, you know that I like painting my nails. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, but I don't think you know how much I like painting my nails. And he's like, no, I know. And I was like, okay, but you haven't seen the collection. And I piled them all into a dresser drawer when I lived there. And I was like, this is the collection. This is how many there are. And yeah, I was like, this is the shame that you need to know about. And it's funny because I have a lot more now than I did then. I supported a lot of that habit, but yeah, it is a lot. I do have a lot. There was this girl at work, Jenna, and she's like, you have so much nail polish. Like, could you even wear them? Like, if you painted your nails every day, would you get through them in a year? Like, no, I wouldn't. If it was just one color, like if I did one nail a different color, maybe. I probably would get through them if I did that. And some are toppers, and some are stamping polishes, and they're to be used with other things and not on their own. But they can be used on their own, but I prefer, that's a lot. I do have a lot of nail polish. I hide it so when people come over, they don't think that, I'm weird. But hey, look how much yarn Baba had. Look how much fabric you have. It's that's my shame. I think we all have an abundance of something that we really enjoy. And nail polish just happens to be mine. And that's a big part of why I decided to start YouTubing, because then I can share my love with the world for it. And I don't know, chat about it, and maybe I'll attract some other nail polish people. Look how much yarn you have. It's not as much. Mine fits in a suitcase, which is saying something. That's why we need a special room for a harvest. Exactly. That's why I have a nail room. These are some of my new ones that I was just talking about the other day. They're beautiful. They're all beautiful. I love them all equally. And I don't, some people destash their nail polishes, which I totally support. Not everyone has the space to keep everything a steamer trunk. But yeah, I don't know. I just have a hard time because I feel like, I bought that or someone gave it to me, and yeah, it's not my favorite, but there's a place for it in the collection, and maybe I can use it for nail art or something. So yeah, I don't know. I don't get rid of them. I keep them all. I use them. I have my system, and yeah, I'm a little weird about it. But ever since I joined my nail group, like, wow, the internet is such a beautiful place where we can all hang out and enjoy each other and have similar hobbies, and it's a fun time. I think. Well, I mean, I know you're in, well, my auntie Iris, she's in like, she has her quilting pages she goes to. Like we all have our things. Jeremy has his tech people he follows online. And yeah, I'm not super keen to be in either of those groups. But we all have although maybe like the quilting one, for example, maybe I would find a new love for quilting if I learned a lot about it from other people. I also don't have a sewing machine though. But that is a skill that I wouldn't mind having. Or I've often thought, we all have our vices. I've often thought that I'd want to give sewing a try. Like, I've wanted to maybe try making my own clothes. It's not hard. I know how to sew with a needle, but if I wanted to say make a t-shirt, how long is that going to take me sewing by hand with a little needle? So, if you know anyone that wants to update their sewing machine and is getting rid of theirs for a reasonable price, let me know. Because I wouldn't mind learning to sew. And I could probably also have that in this room. There's space in here. I'm good at the sewing machine. You're good at the sewing machine. Forever. You can have Baba Elena. Baba's Elena. That's the brand, is Elena. Sure. I'll use it. I'll attempt to use it. Yeah, clothes are expensive. I don't know. I find some clothes just aren't good for your body type. It would also be handy if I could hem my pants. Nah. Okay. Because if I could hem my pants, then I could buy more pants that aren't like, I'll buy the ones with the skinny legs because they don't drag on the floor. But if I could hem, that would increase some of my options. Then I could hem them so they wouldn't drag on the floor and I wouldn't have to pay someone else to do it. So, yeah, I'm still pushing my cuticles because I was a little distracted. There's also, I probably could have done, I have this cuticle peel that I use once in a while. I probably could have used it this time. There's some extra there. No big deal. Maybe next time I will use it. I don't like to do it too often because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it kind of, if you use it too often, I feel like it does more harm than good. You know what I mean? But once in a while, maybe every 3, 4, 5 manicures, I will use it. Works really nicely. And I like to use it for pedicures too. Especially for pedicures, because people aren't maintaining their toenails on a daily basis, So it's a nice little extra. I'm almost done. And then we can get to the fun part. Okay. Which, yeah, I'm sure That's what people are here for, really. The pretty nail polish. And to see my smiling face. Okay. How old is that sewing machine anyway? I'm curious. Is that like, did she have a lot of sewing machines in her lifetime? Like, is that a thing people upgrade a lot or not really? You just kind of buy one and that's your thing until it dies? Okay. That looks good. Looks fine. Okay. Usually I do the cuticles first, but I didn't today. So if you are like me and you waited to do them after you prepped your nails for painting, just use a little brush to get any little bits off the nail bed, or they're going to give you lumpies under your nail polish. So I'm just using this. It's a little cleanup brush, but you could just use like a little makeup brush. Bought in the 60s. You had it serviced. How come you had it serviced? Were you going to sell it? Okay, I'm going to start with the base coat. This is the Orly Bonder base coat. It's a little bit sticky, so if you're doing nail art or anything, your stamping, your little like gems or anything like that that you're putting on there will stick to it even after it's dry. So that's fun. But it makes a nice base coat because it's nice and thin. It dries quickly, and the brush is super easy to use. And I also recommend it because it comes in a pretty big bottle. So I'd say like average size or like most common size in the nail polish world is like 15 milliliters, but Orly's bottles are 18 milliliters. So you get a little bit more in there and it lasts a long time. I don't even know how many manicures I've done with this bottle. Quite a few. I use it almost every time. I debated using the Starrily base coat since I'm painting with the Starrily polish today. But it's a good machine. It should outlive you. I mean, things that were made around that time were made, well, things before now were made more to last than they are today, which is unfortunate. We live in a world where money is more important than good products, but that's the time we live in. I guess everyone needs to make money. Which, hey, I wonder if people made less money, maybe things wouldn't cost so much. That's just me. I get annoyed when things go up in price. Gas right now, oh my gosh. I hate it. It's like $60 to fill out my small tank. Granted, I'm driving a bit less now since I'm not driving the full way to work. I'm taking the park and ride. So I drive there, but it's like a 10-minute drive, so it's not bad. Driving to work is like 25 minutes. So I'm saving gas. And I've noticed I haven't had to fill up as often. maybe every 2.5, 3 weeks, I'll fill up. Maybe more. Or like not more often, but like maybe I can get more out of my tank a little bit. August was really the first month that I stopped driving. And then like yesterday, I overslept, so I drove. I was only 10 minutes late because I drove. But like it costs $16 to park for the day, which I mean it's not great, but it's not the most expensive parking downtown. And there are people in my office that are paying like $270, $300 for parking every month, which is just wild. I can't imagine just, for a few extra minutes in the morning and after work, $300. I can read on the train and still use that time. Okay, base coat is on. So it does dry, like you can tell it's dry, like this nail is pretty shiny. And then these nails, they're sort of like, they're a little bit matte, if that makes sense. But when you touch it, it is still going to be a bit sticky because it has that like sticky effect to it, which is fine because it's a base coat. Okay, I know you're not really supposed to shake before applying, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so for this guy, you want to apply your layers, which this kind of feels a bit thinner than the usual Starrily formula. But you paint your layer, and then you take your magnet and you hold it. So it has like this round side and this bar side. So I'm just going to be doing the bar side. So you just hold it over the nail for like 15 to 30 seconds as the polish dries a bit. Why not shake before applying? I'm glad you asked. Because it'll put little bubbles in here, and then that's not good for the polish because as it dries, the bubbles will make bubbles on your nails. And then, yeah, that's not what you want because you want a nice, smooth, even layer. I do shake sometimes. I don't know if it makes a huge difference. I find I get the bubbles when it's too hot in here. Even at grandma's, like I only ever painted my nails in the basement because it was cooler in there. And in the summer, I would keep the nail polish in the fridge before I would use it. Because the cooler it is, the less likely that gas is going to be like trapped inside and then creating a bubble. The bubbles drive me crazy. So I like to not have bubbles. But if you have a nice thin-ish formula and it's not too warm, I don't generally have too big an issue with bubbles. Like the shaking might give me like a small bubble, and depending what coat you're on, you can always kind of pop that with a little toothpick or something small. And then when you paint your next coat, it's usually fine. Yeah, and I do paint the edge as well with the brush, just so it what's it called? Just so it doesn't wear as much. It gives like a nicer look. Okay, I kind of messed up this nail because I didn't put the magnet on in time. But that's fine. There'll be a second coat anyway. So, all good. All good. So I'm just putting it kind of in a diagonal from the top right corner to the bottom left. Yeah, it didn't work super well because I applied it a bit slow, but it's okay because it'll show when we do the next coat. So I'm not gonna worry too much. And then you also want to do the magnet again when you put your top coat on. And you want to work a little on the quick side so that it doesn't dry before you're able to get that magnetic effect. This one should be better. I think the polish is a bit more wet than the last one was, but you don't want to drag it around too much because you're not going to get a nice line. So you just want to hover it for a few seconds. Have you heard of Gel Moments polish? I have not. Is that the brand? I've definitely had the gel, like the shellac on my nails. I like regular nail polish just because I change them often, and and I enjoy painting them. And also, this one turned out nice. And also, what was I gonna say? I like changing them. I think it is a brand. Yeah, I like changing them, and I don't know. So can you kind of tell there's that line in the middle of my nail? So this is coat 1. I think this should be solid in 2 coats. So you won't need a third. It's so pretty and so mesmerizing to look at. They're like cat eyes. Very nice. Can you see okay? I'm interested in what the quality looks like from your end because I can't tell. To me, it looks good, but it's showing me on my side. I don't know. I get a pretty clear picture, but I want to know what the viewers are seeing. Okay. I made a bit of a mess here. That's okay. We can clean it up after. Get that magnet on there. I see there's a third person now. I had 4 people at one point. That's my new best. It wasn't for very long, like a few seconds. Someone clicked the video and they were like, oops, it looks good on my phone. Gets a little pixely sometimes, but not often. Well, that's okay. I mean, it is live streaming. I feel like no one has 4K quality when they're live streaming. Show it again. I'm on full screen now. Okay, hold on. So I have 2 nails, but one is ugly, I made a mess. So I'm gonna clean that up. So pretty. I think the light too also affects it. But I just want to know if you can tell that there's kind of a line in the middle. So yeah, you can what was I going to say about the magnet? The effect is going to kind of spread a little bit as it dries. I guess you could always have the magnet on there a little bit longer. I feel kind of rushed because you guys are watching and I don't want to make you sit there forever. I guess people have the choice to leave. If you're bored, don't feel obligated to stay. So this is just some acetone. This is an old lid from an old pure acetone bottle. So I keep the lid, and when I'm painting, I'll just put a little bit so I can clean up around my cuticle if I get a little bit. So like there's a little, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but I made a bit of a mess on this side here. So I'm going to go in with my brush, dip it in the acetone, and then kind of remove that little spot with it. And that helps give it a more professional feel. Makes it look a little nicer. And yeah, I can see the line. Well, I'm glad you can see it because it's beautiful. I don't have very many magnetic, so when I do use them, I feel like they're special. And I want to do a good job. I think the only magnetic ones I have. Oh no, that's not true. I have a couple from Cert Colors, but I have mostly from Starrily, these magnetic guys. And they're just fun. Take a bit longer to paint and do a good job, but they make a nice manicure for sure. I love them. Like I love all of my nail polish children. That's better. So you don't have to like stop and clean up in between each nail. Some people like to do it at the end. I don't mind doing it kind of as I'm going. It's less of a big job if you do it as you're going, but also it kind of allows the polish to dry. So if I accidentally like hit my nail on something, it's a little bit dry and it's not going to ruin it. So just allows some more chill time, I guess, for it. So I'm going in on my ring finger now. And then we'll use the magnet on there. I'm gonna cap the end, the tip, and then hold the magnet on. So, oops, I accidentally touched it with the magnet. That's okay. There's a second coat. Lots of things can be evened out by a second coat, so it's all good. I don't know how bad it is though. I'm gonna have to check it out in a second here. Okay, that's enough. I'm not like, again, terribly concerned about it because we're only on coat number 1. There it is. You can kind of see in the middle, there's a little spot where I like touched the magnet by accident. All good. It actually smoothed out pretty well, so I don't think it's gonna make the second coat look yucky. Just yeah, I just had a little smudge that I'm just getting. Also, sometimes the brush kind of touches my skin under the nail when I'm painting the free edge. So again, you can just clean that up easily with a little bit of acetone. And then it looks like you did a great job. So, one of my favorite tips that I learned from YouTube. You can learn a lot of things on YouTube. The internet is great. I learned how to crochet on YouTube. What does it look like without using the magnet? Okay, I'll show you one on my pinky. Hold on. I guess like you can definitely apply it and not use the magnet, but I feel like I only have so many magnetic polishes. So that's it there. So same colors, obviously, but it's like a smooth coat. So these are multi-chromes, which mean when you're looking head on, it's like that pink color. And then when it's kind of out of the light, you can see as I kind of move my fingers, it starts to look more green, greeny gold, as the light is hitting it from a different angle. And then when you look in the middle again, they're like green. You can also tell this first one, like as it dried, it doesn't have as strong of a cat eye look. So, yes, the magnet does make it more striking. It does. So, I think this one's probably too dry for me to get the effect now. But that's okay because we're going to do 2 coats and it'll look probably pretty good in the second coat. Not to worry. Yeah, I didn't get like any of it. It's too dry. But that's okay. Let's go in with the brush. It's funny because like oh, it seems too dry to do it, but then if you accidentally like bump the nail, it's all of a sudden wet again. That's just nail polish. Oh, no worries. It'd be better if I could have 2 cameras, like one where you could see my face and one where you can see my hand. So, but that's like a maybe down the line kind of thing. I have found a couple of, well, I haven't, like, this is my Chromebook. So I have found some like software companies that allow you to do that with Windows. Um, but like my old laptop isn't great. Like the webcam is much better on here. Um, and YouTube says, like, in order to monetize your channel, you need a 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So that means like people watching your videos for a certain amount of time. Um, and like I just started, so I'm nowhere near that, which like that's fine. I'm really doing it more for fun, but it won't allow mobile streaming until you meet those requirements. Um, yeah, so they could change that by the time I get there. Streaming's kind of a much newer thing than just uploading videos to the internet. So who knows? Who knows in like a year what they'll have. But for now, I just thought, I'm painting my nails anyway, and it could be fun to just hang out with people and chat with them about life, nail polish, other things while I'm doing it. And, maybe people like you will watch me and have questions. And I will be here and available to answer. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be fun, in short. And perhaps in the future, the streaming quality will be a little nicer, a little better. We'll have some more features. Um, and there are other streaming platforms too. I just picked YouTube personally because it's a place where a lot of people go to find like new content. And yeah, I don't know. Like you're watching because I posted on Facebook, but if somebody typed in like, manicure, it would come like my video would come up. So I don't know. And I have a few subscribers and I have a few watch hours. So we're moving along. I think it'll be harder to get 1,000 people to follow me than it'll be to get like randoms watching when they're like looking up stuff. So I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. I guess that's not really my goal right now. My goal is just hang out, have fun, chat with people. This one, I don't know. These thumbs, I can't. Maybe I'm just not applying it quick enough for it to get like a really nice cat eye effect. And there is a cat hair in it. Which I still didn't get. There we go. I saw it leave the nail this time. So that's fine. All good. I suppose there is a small mess there. Slow but sure. Exactly. You never know who might watch, who might follow, and what people you can meet. Which I think it's so interesting that I've met quite a few people online. Like, I haven't necessarily gone out and like met them in person. Well, because like the people in my nail group, a lot of them are from the States, so unless I was to go there. But when I was growing up, people were like, don't meet anyone online, which, hey, for kids, definitely still true. Like, don't be going out and like meeting strangers that you met on the internet. But I think it's cool that you can find a lot of like minded people out there. And I suppose maybe I'm trying to attract some of those like minded people to me. Okay. People always ask me how I find painting my non dominant hand. And I think because I'm left handed, it's not that bad because lefties do a lot with their right hands, I think. But also, I do paint my nails often. So I think that helps too. Practice. Practice. And the hardest part for me is running out of things to talk about when you're an hour and a half in and you're going, okay, I feel like I've said everything that there is to say about what I'm doing and the product. So, COVID, hey? um, I don't know what it's like out where you are by Sherwood Park, but I've heard we're getting more restrictions here in Edmonton. Like, no alcohol being served after 10 p.m., which I mean, people can still go out and like drink before then. So I don't know. I don't know if that's like really the answer, but I guess it would help, like, have less rowdy, drunk, young adults, late teenagers in the bars, crowding together. Which, to be honest, I do also feel bad for those kids because, for my 18th, I went to the bar and like they aren't allowed. So that's kind of rough. It's like a rite of passage that they didn't really get to do. Which, I mean, honestly, going to the bar isn't anything super spectacular either. But it's just something that you gotta do when you're that age, I feel. And it would suck to not be able to do it. Okay, so just so we know where we're at, this is the first nail on my left hand. They will just get rowdy earlier. That's what I think too. Especially because, like, I don't know, like, are they working? Like, is it hard for them to get jobs right now? I don't know. Especially because, like, lots of, like, I don't know, people my age are having difficulty with employment. So are they taking jobs at, like, entry level retail where they can get it, and then like younger people aren't able to get those jobs now? I don't know. So I was gonna say if they're working, it would limit people being out in those spaces, but I don't really know. I am not too sure. But anyways, we could talk about something a little less fun, anxiety inducing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing too much right now. I just finished watching Ginny and Georgia on Netflix, which was pretty good, and it looks like it's getting another season, so that's good. I like it when things I like get second seasons. What else did I watch? I watched Manifest, and that was very good. It was canceled on TV, and then Netflix picked it up for season 4, so that is very exciting. And I've been watching Mom because that was just newly added. Like, I got Pick TV, which is Tellus's. It's through my internet provider, and they have to go. Okay, bye. It was nice to talk to you. I'll call you maybe this weekend, and we can chat some more on the phone. What was I gonna say about TV? Ted Lasso. I haven't watched it yet. I'll get to it. Let me know when the season is done, and I will binge the whole thing. I know you want me to watch it very badly. That's nail number 2. So pretty, mesmerizing. You can look at them for hours. So good. I know you love it, and it's your favorite show. Are you and Michael watching it right now? So good. I really lost what I was saying. Oh, I'm watching Mom because Pick TV through the internet provider had Mom on it on demand, and I was watching it, and I got through season 1, and then when I went to watch season 2, episode 1 was missing, and a lot happens in episode 1, and it was kind of an important one to miss. And I don't know why it wasn't on there, but it was very frustrating. And then anyway, Netflix added it, so I started watching it again because they had episode 1. So I watched it, and I'm still watching it. It's a good sitcom with a lot of seasons that I can sit and watch like late at night when I'm too tired to do anything else, but it's kind of like too early to go to bed. You know what I mean? So I've been just like throwing an episode or two of that on past like 9. So that's not bad. And it's good. I like Anna Faris and Allison Janney. They're funny together. And if you like sitcom-y kind of shows, you would probably like it. This is such a slow going manicure. Like, I like the effect of magnetic polishes. But yeah, once I get through the first coat, I'm kind of over it. All good. All good. You just hold the magnet and you're waiting there till it dries. And then when it dries, you move on to the next nail. And then when you're done, you have to start all over again with coat number 2. I don't know if it would be exactly the same if you only did the magnetic effect with coat number 2. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Sitting with my magnet. And I'm trying to keep track of how long it's been for each one, but because I am live, I'm not counting to 30 because I'm trying to fill dead silence. You know, people who are good would be good streamers. Are probably people who are uncomfortable in silence. Which maybe that's me because I feel obligated to fill the dead air. But hold on, I'm just cleaning this one up and then I'll show you guys. So, hold on. Hold on. Okay, good enough for now. So that is nail number 3. Again, so mesmerizing to look at. They're so beautiful. I love them. I still feel like this didn't clean up super well. So we'll do that pinky and then we'll go back to, I think this is like more than dry enough for coat number 2 now, since this has taken a while. That's okay. The end result is gonna be worth it. Okay. That's cool that you got pizza. I'm jealous because who doesn't love a good pizza? Pizza is good. I'm assuming that you just got pepperoni. But it'd be cool if you said where you ordered from and you also said if you got some wings or not. Because that would be cool. I don't know, just to like help fill the silence here, of course. I don't know what you're saying, of course, too. We're right back at the beginning. Okay. That's the full hand. And then this hand also done. I feel like I didn't really hold the magnet long enough here, and then here we did kind of an experimental nail where we looked at what it would look like without it. Michael is here, so you know there are wings. I don't really like the wings from BP's that much, but maybe if you're getting spicy ones like you guys like, it's more appealing because there's a lot of sauce, which means that they're probably spicier. I don't know. Not a huge spicy wing person. And I've also really been feeling like the vegan wings, which I know maybe that's an unpopular opinion. But yeah, I've been liking those. Yeah, hot. Yeah, I thought so. All right, I'm gonna go in with coat number 2. This thumb, I kind of mushed around the polish a bit too long at the beginning, and I didn't get a good magnetic effect. They weren't okay, so I should be more specific. These are the garden tenders that I'm referring to from Panago, and you can buy them at the grocery store too. But Panago like deep fries them, and they're delicious. And like they're not like fibrous as much as chicken is, but they aren't bad in terms of texture. Or maybe I'm just used to them now. But they were better than the barbecue crumble from BP's. But we tried it. Now we know. Okay. I think there was not enough polish on the brush. So I'm going to add just a little because I'm hoping to get a strong magnetic effect this time. And oh yeah, I think that this is good. So I'm gonna hold it there, maybe until it says 8:45 on my clock here. That just looked gross. Never trust fake meat called crumble. I have had the ground beef, like the garden brand, same as those chicken tenders, and it was okay. It wasn't bad. I put it in spaghetti sauce though, and it seemed to kind of absorb some of the moisture in the sauce. And I dumped like the entire bag in, and if I did it again, I would probably just dump half in instead. It wasn't called crumble. I don't think so. It was like beef style, I don't know, meat substitute. I don't know what it was called. But it was good. But again, it's the brand. Like they won me over with their garden tenders, and I felt comfortable enough to try their beef substitute, and it was all right. Okay. That looks a little bit better. I feel like, I mean, I don't know, there's something funny about this side, but it's fine. Maybe I didn't move the magnet around enough in the beginning. I don't know if we want a third coat. I am catching like some translucence, but you could get away with 2. I was just thinking maybe I would do a third to like even that out a bit on that side because there's something funky happening. with the magneticness of it. Maybe because the nail is just a bit wider. I don't know. Maybe the top coat would fix it too, because we have to do the magnet then as well. And it's just the thumb. I mean, I'm going to photograph like these four, so that's what matters. So we'll throw on second coat on the index. Oops, I made a mess a little. Okay. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to kind of, like, I guess, try and drag the pigment a little bit more than I did with the last one to the middle. We're going to hold it there for eternity. Just kidding. Okay, I'm going to wait until it says 8:48. I don't know. You can't hold it too long. So hold it as long as you want. You can hold it for too short of a time, though, definitely. Well, this will be the dance channel. This will be it. This is where I dance. We're at this point in the evening. We've been live for nearly 2 hours. We're making our way there. We have 8 nails left to do coat number 2. There's that guy. I'm still feeling like, I don't know, maybe it's not weird. Maybe it's just me. So it's like I'm missing the tip of the nail a little. I don't know. I really tried to, but all good. All good. I mean, it's still a cool effect. For sure. It looks a little blacker around the edges as well. Okay, I have to ask, is Michael also watching on his phone? Because I've had a second viewer this whole time that hasn't said anything, and I'm just curious if it is someone I know or if it's like someone new that's wanting to see and pop in and out, or is it just Michael? I mean, it's totally cool if someone just wants to watch, but just because I'm new, I'm just curious. I don't have a lot of viewers, and I'm just interested who my audience is. I think so. He isn't in the room right now. Well, that's kind of him to watch, or you know, have me there on his phone. You guys are so supportive. Oh my god, they left. Now it's just you. So sad. I acknowledged them, and then they didn't feel comfortable lurking anymore. Maybe it wasn't Michael. That's hilarious. So funny. Yeah. I'm just about done here, I think. There's a fruit fly in here. Fuck. Oh, they're back. I hate them. I thought I got rid of them all. Jeez. There's always like one in the house at all times, and I don't know where they're coming from. I've like cleaned everything up, and then the next day, and usually, weird enough, they're usually in the bathroom. Like, are they in the drain? Like, I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know. Coat number 2. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be putting nail art over these because this is taking quite a while. But that's okay. Maybe they have spotty internet because it's like 1 viewer, 2 viewers, 1 viewer, 2 viewers, 1 viewer. But I mean, whoever it is, I'm glad that they've taken the time out of their evening to join me. That is nice of them. And I hope that I am doing a good job. So you can kind of see the difference. Like, coat number 2 is definitely more intense of a shade. I mean, 1 coat is fine. 2 coats is bomb. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. Coat number 2 on the ring finger. I feel like my ring finger is like too short right now. I made a mess, so we're going to be cleaning that up after. Oops, I touched the tip. I'm not doing well. I think I'm like a bit rushed, and then like a couple nails didn't really get that line in them very nicely. So now I'm just stressed about it. I think they look cool. It's not Michael. Okay. Well, I appreciate all the views, all the company. It's nice. Yeah, I like this. I love these polishes. They're so pretty. I love this brand. They're so amazing. Starrily is literally the best. I mean, I would never discriminate against another brand because I love all nail polish. But Starrily just makes like very pretty things. And I love it. I would never not buy a Starrily product. Let's say that. Okay. So there's that guy, but I did make a mess, so I'm gonna be cleaning that up right away with acetone. Oh my god, they're so cool. Like, they're cooler in person. Like, they look much more 3D in person than they do on the monitor. But oh my god, even in the computer, I would just look at them all day. They're so beautiful. And I thought maybe I still will do a 3rd coat on the thumb, but I think 2. I'm sorry, I was just like shoving my hand right in the camera. But I think 2 on the nails is enough for sure. You can definitely have 2, which is kind of impressive because this is a multi-chrome. I got a little hair in my ring finger, and it's still probably tacky, and I'm stressed. I'm gonna try and it wasn't that wet. Come on, man. Ugh. It's fine. It's okay. Still looks good. There's like a small little place that it kind of messed up a little, but either a 3rd coat or top coat should fix that. And I mean, it's like really not that noticeable. It's the kind of thing that you notice, but like nobody else will. So I'm just gonna pretend that it's fine. Everything's fine. It's like that scene in The Good Place where, well, the very beginning when she opens her eyes and it's like everything's fine. That's what it's like. Everything's fine. Super fun. Okay. Okay, so this pinky, I didn't do the magnet on in time. So we're gonna do it now. And it's gonna look great, just like these guys. But I am kind of curious if like that really affects it or not. So we will find out. Because, I mean, when you put that second layer, the polish underneath gets like wet again, you know? But if you wait to put your second layer, there's just like not as much stuff that has to evaporate. So that's why you still need to let it dry in between. But I think also if you don't wait it long enough between coats, that can also cause the like bubbling that happens. So don't do that. Let your polish dry. Try to touch it with your finger and make sure that it's dry. Gently, because you don't want it to actually be wet and then you've just ruined it. But you get what I'm saying. I'm gonna wait a few more seconds. And we're gonna look at it. And it's gonna look cool. Very cool. Very exciting. Okay. So I think, well, I don't know. I think, yeah, it looks pretty much the same having not done the magnet. There might be like a couple places where I feel like I can see underneath. But like, damn, those are cool. So cool. I think this one even evened out a bit. Oh, they're so nice. I love this color. They just look so good. Magnetic polishes are the best. Okay, hand number 2, second coat. I think I'm just gonna do 2 coats. They look bomb in 2 coats. I don't think you need a third. And like a nice specialty polish like this, gotta conserve it. Like if you don't need a third coat, don't do one. I do also think, though, like let's say you did want to just put this over black. Not that it would look bad, but I do think you do get an extra level of dimension by doing 2 coats instead of just one over black. That said, I haven't done this over black, so I'm not like 100% certain on that. But I like polishes that kind of give you a little extra with each layer. But I don't think you would get much more out of it with a third layer. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my magnet. I'm stressed. I feel like those corners aren't quite getting it. So, I don't know. This is the Starrily magnet, if anyone's wondering. This happens to be the one that came in the Planets Collection box set, which is behind me here. And it came with 2 magnets, which I thought was nice because it comes with a magnet if you don't have one, and it comes with a second one in case you like lose it somehow, Because like I don't know, they stick to things. They're small. It could easily get lost. So I just thought like it was good on them. Or like, let's say you want to share with a friend. So that guy's done. He looks good. I don't know why he's a he today. But yeah, I'm not going to do a third coat. I've decided. I'm going to just take a look here for a second with my other lamp. I think they look good with just the one or the two coats, I mean. Oh, they're so cool. Yeah. They'll look better with top coat, and I'm excited. Oh, this is the magnet, by the way. So you can see it's got some like fun planets on there, which is fun. Like a galaxy kind of thing. There's like a planet and a little like Saturn guy, star, an asteroid in this corner here. Very nice. I mean, the amount of detail they put into their things is great. I love it. I love them. I love them so much. Just about done here. 4 more nails. It's a little too much on the brush. That's good. Okay, magnet, please. Okay. I'm looking forward to being finished. This is like it's a labor intensive thing for sure. The one nice thing about it is I know that when I'm done this coat, I can just put top coat on because the first nail is dry. So that's kind of nice. That I know I don't have to worry. It's probably dry already, and I still have 3 more because you gotta sit here and like wait for it. So yeah. I feel like this has been pretty low key stream so far. I mean, we aren't done yet. Yeah. And Ted never came back to visit. I had this one like sitting on. Oh my gosh. That sucks. I'm probably just gonna like throw an extra coat on. Shoot. Low key and chill. It has been chill. It's nice. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Messed up a nail in real time. Shoot. Okay. It's not unfixable. So we're just gonna go in with the magnet again and a little bit more polish. I'm gonna finish these nails first. This was that one though. It turned out nice. I'm gonna flip my hand like 8 times so you can see it from every angle. Hey, you know what the nice thing is about you watching my stream is I don't have to send you photos of my nails when I'm done. Which I mean, I still can, but you get to see me do them in real time from the comfort of your own couch or bed or desk or wherever you're watching. So we're doing that middle finger. Still. I have to send them? Okay. Since you said so, and I don't know, since you took time to like watch, I guess I will send you a photo. I feel like someone should be playing the Jeopardy music while we're waiting for each one to dry. Dee, 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 dee. Is that allowed? I hope that doesn't get like banned from YouTube. My bad. I'm used to just being able to sing what I want whenever I want. I don't know if Jeopardy would be one that would be banned because like that music wasn't made by an artist, but it's still owned by a network. Well, I guess it was made by like a composer for television. I don't know. What are you allowed to sing on YouTube? Nothing? There's the middle guy and the index together. So pretty. Okay, I think no, I'm just gonna leave it for a bit longer. That messed up pinky. It was sad. I feel bad that I did that, but I feel even more bad that I have to fix it. Not sure though. Okay, so I should be fine because I sung it for like literally 2 seconds. Not that I'm like, well, I mean, if this video got removed from my like 5-person subscriber list, wouldn't be that big of a deal, I don't think. I mean, I'd like to think that it would be a big deal to somebody that wants to watch it, but it would be okay. We would all live. It would be fine. It'd be fine. Can I ask you, am I super boring tonight or am I semi interesting? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of waiting and there's not that much to talk about. Just a low key Friday night. Yeah, I don't know. I hope not everyone thinks I'm super boring. I like to think I'm interesting. Oh, I'm enjoying your rambling. Great. I'm so glad. Like I don't do enough of that like normally when I'm in your presence. So I just get to ramble on the internet to other people. I hope they enjoy it just as much. There's these 3. So beautiful. Okay, this one that I messed up, you can see, maybe you can't, in this corner down here. There's like a splotch because my hand was in it while I was holding the magnet to this hand. So I'm just gonna kind of go in with a very little amount on the brush, kind of patch the corner there, and then I'm just gonna like try and get rid of what I can, and then I'm gonna immediately throw the magnet on there. So we'll see. I hope that this works out nicely and is a nice patch. So, and I had to do 3 coats. The last one was very thin. So I hope that it looks nice with the magnet because it kind of seemed like the thumb layer that I did the first time was too thin, and that's why the magnet didn't work very well on it, because there wasn't enough pigment to spread around. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You know, that too would be cool if it'd be cool if like that was different people continuing to pop in over and over, and like, you know, like, more people are clicking the video. That would be fun. That would be interesting. Okay, I think it looks okay. Just gonna leave this on just a bit longer. There's 3 coats on there, so could be a bit temperamental and more easy for the polish to like, I don't know if the polish won't spread out and ruin the design. So far they look good, like they've stayed pretty well. I noticed though, like over the course of the evening, they can kind of spread a little. But I mean, even if it spreads out a bit, it still gives you such a cool effect. Okay, so we've patched it. It looks crisp. It looks fresh. Ready to face a new day. Still beautiful. It doesn't look too thick or anything, even though we did put some extra on there that the others don't have. So it's all right. I still kind of feel like this thumb doesn't have enough. Ooh, shiny. Were they not shiny before? Like, is this one like more shiny than the others? I think they all look the same in terms of level of shine. I mean, maybe the other 3 aren't quite as shiny now because they are more dry, but the top coat will certainly add some shine. I'm just cleaning up. I made a small mess. I say it 2 videos in a row. I get to say it 2 videos in a row. That it's shiny? What was shiny in the last one? I was just swatching. I have to say, these swatch sticks, I'm not like a big fan of them. They kind of get like wrinkly when they dry. Is this shiny? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm sure other people who swatch their polishes on sticks get that. And the top coat does help. But I don't like it. I almost like don't think it's worth swatching them because it gives kind of a weird effect. Or maybe it's just these sticks. Maybe there are better ones that like don't do that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my application. All right, we got this pinky nail left. I might do a 3rd coat on this thumb. I'm feeling like there wasn't enough polish on there. The rest look okay. Oh, yeah, it's just this side. I think maybe the first coat was too thin. So I might do that. Okay, so we're done painting the pinky. Going to be very careful this time. I tried to grab that with my chin. It did not work. We don't need to talk about it. My bad. Gonna wait a minute here for this guy. And then I am going to go in with a third coat on my thumb. I'm also getting a little warm. It's like, is painting your nails work? Is like holding your muscles still to hold the magnet, is that work for you? Does that produce heat energy inside of your body? These are the things that keep me up at night. I feel like it must because I always get hot when I'm painting my nails, but I don't feel like I'm exerting that much energy. Like, is it because I'm holding my breath when I'm painting? Is it, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Please shed some insight. Do you get hot when you paint your nails? There they are, all done. Let's hope I don't ruin them before I get the top coat on. Okay, and then, like I said, I am just going to go in with a thin third coat on that first thumbnail. Just because, I don't know, it seems a little bit more sheer than the others. So maybe it was my technique on it. Okay, there we go. Hold that over for more time that we have to sit here and wait. And I'm sure if anyone watches this replay, they're gone. Like, they looked at the polish, they've heard what I've had to say about it, and they've been like, oh my god, this girl never shuts up. And yeah, I've seen what I came to see. And I mean, cool. Like, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed most of what you saw, especially the pretty polish. And I totally get that you might have better things to do than to just sit with me while I wait for nail polish to dry. Why are you laughing at me? So mean. Okay. I still feel like the magnetic pigment didn't like pick up a lot from that corner. I don't know. Whatever. It's good enough. And it doesn't really seem all that much more opaque. Maybe it's just the way that the light is hitting that corner. I don't know. Maybe it's the human that's doing it, which would be me. Okay. I'm laughing at this girl never shuts up. I haven't stopped talking for 2 hours. And when I do, I feel awkward. Because I feel like people are here to watch and I'm just not saying anything. Okay. I needed some water. Okay, so I'm gonna start applying top coat to them. And yes, you do have to hold the magnet for more time. Otherwise, the line in the middle of your nail is gonna start to disperse. I just don't know what I did with my top coat that I usually use. That's kind of the point of these videos. You talk while you're doing your nails. I do, but like usually other streamers have people talking back to them. Hold on, I have to find my top coat. It's not behind my computer. I don't know what I did with it. It has a purple lid. It should be easy to spot. But I moved a lot of stuff around at the beginning because it was all in my way from the other day. It's not in my little caddy here. Oh, you know what? I wanted to try this guy anyway, so it's all good. There we go. This is the Glosser High Shine Top Coat, which I thought would be really nice with this because you want to see that shine. Also, I got this. Well, it wasn't free, but Orly had a bundle when Kelly's green collab polishes came out, and I grabbed the bundle with another base coat and another top coat because, you know, if you are a nail polish addict, you have a lot of those because you need them to do your nails. I wonder if it fell on the floor, though. I'm still, like, rattled that I can't find that bottle. It's around here. Okay. The good news is top coat, especially a fresh, brand new bottle like this, is going to be super easy and quick to apply. So we're just going to have to, like, sit for a few seconds while it dries with the magnet. I still don't know where it went. I shoved it in somewhere. But, you know, it was meant to be because I remembered that I wanted to use this one and not that guy. So, we just did that third coat on the thumb. So I'm going to do the index finger on my left hand first. Right hand, sorry. I'm going to paint with my left onto my right. Okay. So get some on there. Paint a good, like not a super thick layer, but not a thin layer. And then grab your magnet and hold it over. And I would wait probably at least like 15 to 30 seconds, if not more. I'm probably going to wait for like a minute or so just because I'm talking and I can't keep track of how long it's been. So, yeah, top coat usually dries quick, but I haven't used this one before, so I'm not sure how quick it dries. So we're just gonna sit in it. We're just gonna sit in it while I sit here awkwardly, waiting for my nails to dry. On the plus side, when you're done, you should have pretty much no chance of messing these up because they should be good. They should be good to go. If you have problems, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. They've been drying for a long time. Oh my god, with the top coat. See how this one is like sharper? Has a sharper effect because like these, as they dried, sort of dispersed a little. Oh my god. Wow. I am blown away. And like this one might disperse a bit too while we're waiting for it to dry fully. Oh my god. It looks like a marble. It looks like my nail. Like it straight up looks like I cut a piece of glass So three-dimensional. Oh, I love them. It is really cool. I know. They are super cool. You see why I had to have these. I mean, I have to have all the nail polish, but like, man, these are especially amazing. And just for record, I'm also capping the free edge with the top coat. If anyone is wondering, I find if you cap, I cap with the base coat, I cap with one layer of the color that I'm using, and then I cap it again with the top coat. Sometimes if I'm working with a really thin formula and I know that I'm going to be doing 3 coats, like that last enchanted polish that I used, I did 3 coats of it and I capped the free edge with 2 of the coats of it. Just because it helps the tip wear a little bit less. And like when I started capping my free edge, I noticed that the manicure just looked a little bit more complete, if that makes sense. Like that end had pigment on it as well as the nail. And it just made them look a little bit nicer, more nicely done, a little bit more professional. So that's what I like to do. I have a song from Chicago in my head. I think it has to do with the polish. It's Brazzle Dazzle. If you know that one. Good movie. I enjoyed it. Oh my god. Wow. Like these two look really sharp by comparison. Not that like these two will. They just wow. This one with the third coat feels pretty dry. I'm also just curious. Oh yeah, it doesn't feel too bad. Hi Ted. Are you back? Are you upset that I haven't been hanging out with you? Come here. You can sit for a minute. I can't get over these. They're so cool. Come here, baby. Hi. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. He had to think about it. Hi. You don't mind the nail polish smell? It's probably not the best idea to like have cat hair around when you're waiting for your nails to dry, but he's so cute and he wanted to come and hang out. There you go. You're on camera. Aww. I always feel bad when I'm painting and I'm not sitting with him because I know that he's a cuddly guy and yeah, I know you're cuddly and you want to hang out with me and I wasn't home all day and I just feel like he's going like, what's wrong with you? I actually most clicked at him to get home to jump. I know what you're saying. There's a couple typos in there, but I know what you mean. Hi, buddy. Butt. Nobody wants to see your butt. So cute. Yeah, I see your face. Okay, I gotta finish these. We cuddled, you came, you said hi. I'm almost done, and then we can like watch TV together. Yeah, I'm almost done. You can't headbutt me when I'm doing this, though. I know. Just give me like 10 minutes. 15. Okay. Got the magnet. Hi, buddy. You just want to hang out, don't you? Don't go on the desk. Don't go on the desk. No, don't headbutt me. Don't crawl on me right now. Oh, Ted. This should be like the painting your nails with the cat challenge channel. Can you do it without messing up? If the cat wants to lay on your hands. Like, do you mind? Do you mind? I'm busy. I know, you're very cute. I'm tolerating you because I don't want to let go of the magnet right now. The other day, I was eating something and he crawled into my lap. So I was like, whatever. And he was sitting, like, my legs, I was in bed. So my legs were like long on the bed. And he came and sat with like his head down near my feet. And well, maybe not quite near my feet, but it was like he was sitting facing away from me. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So I continued eating my thing. And then he flicked his tail and it went right in my plate. And I was like, thanks. And I think it was something, I don't remember what I was eating, but it was something with like a sauce or something, and it was on his tail. And I was like, this is less than ideal. Do you like that? I really would appreciate if your paws weren't on the desk right now. Oh my god, they're just so freaking nice. They're just so good. Like, everyone needs to have a magnetic polish in their collection. Everyone does. They're just so great. Ted, do you mind? Get your cat butt out of here. Ugh. Ted. Ted. Okay. Okay. All right. Pinky. Don't move right now. Okay. Magnet, please. Quickly. Before the cat dunks his tail in it. Because apparently that happens. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he took the hint, finally. Just give me a few minutes, and then I'll come hang out with you. Almost done. This is a fun time. But yeah, like I said, you should not be able to ruin these once you're done. And man, that top coat, I'm impressed with how glossy it is. If anyone is looking for a new top coat to try. I'm just gonna wait a couple more seconds. I just want it to stay like a little crisp. On the crisp side. Because I know it is gonna fade out a little as it dries even more. Like, even the first one seems a little bit less sharp. Like, they just still look great. Like, don't get me wrong. They look fantastic. But, yeah, it feels dry and, like, not very sticky already. So, if you give it a few minutes. Oh my god, they're just so beautiful. This is top coat. This doesn't have top coat. They're just like glossy. Yeah, it gave it like a very marbly sort of look. I don't know if you would want to use matte top coat with a finish like this. Multichrome, yes, you can mattify that. But I don't think you would get that 3D effect if you used a matte top coat. But I don't know. Has anyone tried it? I'd be happy to know. To hear your experience. Okay. We are almost done. Okay. I haven't forgotten, but I do also need to top coat the thumb on my right hand because we did another layer there. So I wanted to let it chill a little bit longer. The nice thing too is, because I was debating doing that second coat on the thumb, or the third coat, I mean, you could always do two, let them dry, and then the next day, if you're still thinking it needs a third, then do a third. Just because you painted them doesn't mean it's done. I've like modified manicures the next day. So, yeah, I feel like maybe this thumb needed a third coat too. So, I'm done for tonight. I'm not going to do that, but like maybe tomorrow I will. It's Saturday. I can add to them. You just get your magnet out. Maybe just because like the thumbs are bigger nails. I think the magnetic effect also worked better with the top coat on these. But yeah, it kind of looks like there's like a bare spot down by the cuticle. So, but yeah, very crisp. I'm pretty pleased because, like, I don't know. Like this one, well, it doesn't look that bad on camera. Not that it doesn't look bad in person, but yeah, I don't know. It's like all the pigment drained out of here. So I might do a third coat tomorrow. But for tonight, we'll leave it. But like, man, that's nice. That's nice. I need some more water. Okay. Couple more nails. I'm like really losing my momentum here. Almost done. Then I have chocolate cake in the fridge still from the other day. So So I'm probably gonna go and eat that. Still have that song from Chicago in my head. I think I was listening to it the other day because I don't even know. I just put a song from that musical on and I don't know. I like musicals. Sometimes. Lucky, forgot about the cake. There's half of it left still. Maybe when you, or if you come over tomorrow, there will still be cake left. Cake is cool. Cake is life. I don't know what you mean by rum and Coca Cola. Not rum and Coca Cola. I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't talking about Coke and we weren't talking about rum, so I don't have any rum actually. I have whiskey. I guess that could go in there, maybe. Oh, all right, next. This one I almost feel like could have had a third coat too. I don't know. Whatever. It's just because there's like a bare spot because the pigment sort of dragged. Maybe with the top coat layer, I was like too aggressive with the magnet. It over dragged it. Oh, right. I forgot we were listening to that. That Andrew's sister song you loved. I don't want to sing it because just in case. Just in case. What if my whole channel gets shut down? And it's so new. But I do, as soon as you said it, it popped into my mind and I can hear it between my ears, if that makes any sense. It was a good one. It was a good tune. I would do it again. Um, if anybody has made it this far into the video, um, upon watching the replay, you should look up that song. Rum and Coca Cola by the Andrews Sisters. It's a good time. Cat hair. Cat hair in my nose. Ugh. I accidentally smudged. Well, I didn't like it's fine. It doesn't need to be like redone or anything. But there's like skin mark in this pinky. It's like the way I'm holding the magnet on this hand. It's fine. Oh well. I could always if you threw on a top coat over that the next day, it would be fine. It's dry enough. Oh yeah. It's smoothed out nicely and you could, yeah, like I said, throw on another layer of top coat and it'll be fine. Sometimes I throw on more top coat before my manicure wear is through. So, like, 6 days would be Thursday for this guy. So sometimes I'll throw on like a top coat on like Monday just to kind of get it through the last couple days of wear. But yeah, that's the other reason that enchanted polish that I was just wearing. I was so impressed with it because I didn't put another layer of top coat. So it was it had some good wear time on it for sure. And the base coat, you need a good base coat too, because you just do. It helps. Helps it stay on, prevent chipping, and oh man, that was a great manicure. I was pleased. I'm pleased with this one, but yeah, I was quite pleased with that one. I can't believe this is like a 3-hour stream. We're almost done. We're almost done. My goal is to end it before the 3-hour mark. Just so it'll still show as 2 something in the suggested videos for people. If it does show in anyone's suggested, that would be cool. Did you not love that song? I was just rereading the song you loved so much. Did you not like it? Like I thought that was a banging beat. It's good. All right, I'm doing my pinky, and then I'm gonna go back to my right hand and just quickly do that thumb, and then good to go. Good to go. There are a couple spots that could use some cleanup, but I'm gonna maybe fix it tomorrow. I'm tired. You can't watch it until I'm done? Why? You can watch it. Yeah, I like that song. Yeah, it's good. Old music was good. Some of it. But I mean, some music in any era is good. And some of it is not good. But much like visuals, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I imagine I mean, clearly if things are getting made, like somebody liked it enough for it to get made. So that song is in my head now and it makes me happy. It's just such a happy song. Lasso requires full attention. I never thought it required full attention. It is a good show. I wouldn't say you have to be like intently staring for every second of it though. Almost done this nail. Just a couple more seconds here. Good enough. Good enough. That's this hand. Now they both have top coat. I'm impressed too at how sharp these have stayed so far. I mean, I'll keep you posted when I come back. Look at those. That full manicure looks so good. I hope, because another thing you can't do until you monetize your channel is, or like maybe it's not monetizing, but you become a partner with YouTube and then you can monetize your channel. But another thing, like you can only upload like 2 megabyte thumbnails. And even if I take a photo with my nails like this, it takes up too many megabytes. It's like a 5 megabyte photo, but you can only have a 2. And yeah. So in the thumbnails, you can use like suggested ones from the video. So like when I'm doing this with my nails, I'm like, it'll never pick a good part in the video where I actually looked cute. It's like, oh, here's this one where you were making a funny face, or like, here's one where you were like doing something stupid in front of the camera. Like, I don't know. Here's one where you were hunched over. But it'd be nice if like you would do one where like I look like this and like my nails are painted and So that was sort of what I was thinking, like freeze frame. These are the nails that were done in the video. And just when I think I have run out of things to talk about. Okay, last nail. We're top coating it. We're gonna think about how they look with the number of coats that they have. Perhaps that could be adjusted at a later time. And some cleanup will probably happen tomorrow. So we're gonna put this magnet here and we're gonna let that sit for a few seconds. And yeah, then that'll be it. We'll look at the final product, which we pretty much already looked at. And I will say goodnight to Jeremy because he's the only person here. So yeah, but it's nice that you joined and listened to me ramble for 3 hours. My throat's a little dry. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I was sitting here anyway. It was nice to have company while I did this because otherwise, well, I guess if I wasn't just randomly rambling into my computer, I would have been like probably watching a show or YouTube or something. But instead, I'm making YouTube videos, YouTube lives. I feel like stressed. I don't want to pull this off of my nail too soon because I want that design to be so crisp because the rest of my nails look so good. But I'm eager to like get out of this chair and go do something else with my evening. So, almost done. Almost done. Ooh. I think it's dry. Oof. Yeah, they just look. Those are the thumbs. And you can see all of the nails. See, this will be the thumbnail. So good. I'm pleased with these. All right. Well, I am going to sign off, but thanks for hanging out. And I doubt anybody made it through this entire video, but if you did, please let me know in the comments because that is something I would be interested to know. Okay, have a good night. Bye.